There was a brief altercation between a small number of fans early into Thursday's Nations League soccer game between France and Israel despite heavy security inside the stadium, a week after violence erupted in Amsterdam in connection with an Israeli club team's visit, around 10 minutes after the game kicked off as scheduled at 8:45 p.m. Local time, there was a scuffle in the top section of the stand behind one of the goals, with some of those involved having Israeli flags draped over their backs. It was not clear what caused the altercation, and security intervened after around 1 minute. The match finished in a 0-0 draw with no further incidents at Stade de France. However, Israel's national anthem was whistled by some fans when the players lined up, and Israel players were jeered at times when they got the ball. Chants of Israel could be heard from visiting fans for several minutes before the final whistle. French Police Chief Laurent Nunez said 4,000 police officers and security staff were deployed in and around the stadium, with another 1,500 police on public transport. Several buses carrying Israel fans arrived under police escort, and some were waving flags inside the stadium. Only about 16,600 of 80,000 tickets were sold, with around 150 Israel supporters present. Paris authorities have been on high alert following the violence in Amsterdam before and after a Europa League match between Ajax and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Dutch authorities said fans from both sides were involved in the unrest. The assaults on Maccabi fans sparked outrage and were widely condemned as anti-Semitic. What we learned from Amsterdam is that we need to be present in the public space, including far away from the stadium and in public transport, Nunez said Thursday on French news broadcaster France Info. A couple of hours before the game, a pro-Palestinian demonstration attracted several hundred people to a square in Saint-Denis to protest against the match taking place. Israel's team bus arrived at the stadium shortly after 7 p.m. local time. Around 1 hour before kickoff, Nunez visited the stadium's video surveillance facilities along with French Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau. 3 months after hosting the Olympic closing ceremony, the atmosphere has gone from festive to fearful. French President Emmanuel Macron and Retailleau were present, along with former Presidents François Hollande and Nicolas Sarkozy. We will not give in to anti-Semitism anywhere, and violence, including in the French Republic, will never prevail, nor will intimidation, Macron told BFM TV channel before the game. The low number of visiting fans on Thursday came after Israel's National Security Council warned citizens abroad to avoid sports and cultural events, specifically Thursday's match. Retailleau told French news channel TF1 earlier this week that exceptional measures were justified, despite no official threat being received. The elite tactical unit of the French National Police, known as RAID, was in the stadium, and some police in plain clothes mingled with fans. There was also heavy surveillance within Paris, including at Jewish places of worship and schools. It is out of the question that we take the risk of seeing a repeat of the dramatic events of the manhunt that we saw in Amsterdam, Retailleau said, adding that postponing or moving the game elsewhere was ruled out. In Amsterdam, a number of Maccabi fans attacked a cab and chanted anti-Arab slogans, while some men carried out hit-and-run attacks on people they thought were Jews, according to City Mayor Femke Halsema. After the match, parts of a large group of Maccabi supporters armed with sticks ran around destroying things, a 12-page report on the violence issued by Amsterdam authorities said. There were also rioters moving in small groups by foot, scooter, or car, quickly attacking Maccabi fans before disappearing, it said. Protests erupted in Paris on Wednesday night against a controversial gala organized by far-right figures in support of Israel. 9 years ago, Stade de France was one of several locations during the November 13th terror attacks in which 130 people died. France was playing Germany that night when 2 explosions happened outside the stadium. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to stay updated with our latest content.